Hey everybody, thought I'd give you guys a update on the bathroom renovation and where I'm at. I didn't disappear off the face of the earth yet. I'm still working on it. I probably have 2/3 of the sheetrock finished. Had to put an outlet in right here. This is going to be above the area where the vanity is, and then that's a cutout where the old medicine cabinet with the door and the mirror on it, it's going to go back in there. I got my switches set up for my light and then my fan that I installed. So I got that all wired up, and then the funny thing, this is a skinny wall. It's only I don't know, maybe 2 inches thick. The other side of the wall, these old houses, this is where they put the light switch outside the room that you're going into, and I didn't want it out here anymore. There's a couple of other ones in the house like that, but I'm going to leave them. But since I'm working on the other side of this wall, I figured I'd change it. So I just got a block of sheetrock in there, and I need to get that covered up and taped and mudded up, and you'll never know it was there. And then now we got the switch just inside the door, which is where you would normally expect it to be in modern construction. There's a look at the build-out wall that I put in, and you can see now that it's in there how off the outside wall is. Thicker at the top and skinnier at the bottom, but all that'll be covered up by a shower curtain most likely. And if not, I really don't care. We'll have the vanity here blocking most of it anyway. But got all that sheetrocked, got the top, and pretty much this entire area here where you see the sheetrock. Beautiful thing is I don't have to worry about giving it a finish to get to paint, because the insert's going to go in there. It's actually a 4-piece insert that you glue to the wall. Cheapo route. Hopefully it'll last a while. We'll see. Depends on how well I put it in. And then around the edges, like right up there where the transition from the sheetrock to the concrete, or the whatever you call that stuff, plaster, I'm probably going to put a piece of trim all the way around the edge of the insert. I got my plumbing in there. I need to cap that off so I don't get mud in there when I cover up these, tape these seams and everything. But I got the hole cut for the faucet and the spout, and I took off my end of this, so I'm ready to measure from the finished wall out so I can get that cut and get that other piece soldered back on. Down here I gave about a 1/4 inch gap between the sheetrock and the top of the tub, so that if water gets underneath there, it doesn't get wicked up into the sheetrock is the idea. And then the insert's going to come all the way down to the surface of the tub. Well, pretty darn close, maybe just a air gap below and then caulking along there. But I got the fit on that corner pretty good. And most of this wall is done. I got the difficult pieces cut. I still need to finish this section right across here, and then that wall down to the floor. But one more day of sheetrock and I'll have it wrapped up. And it's coming along pretty good. I'm satisfied with the results so far. Then the next thing's going to be taping and mudding, but it's not going to be too bad because most of that doesn't need anything but just tape. Taping's easy. Finishing for a good smooth finish is the difficult is the difficult part, which is going to include all of this wall around this area here and that corner. And then the same thing over here, that corner along where that piece is going in here. And then just the top of this is the only thing that's going to be exposed. From here down is going to be the surround, so I don't have to get too fancy with it in there. I'm just going to tape the corners and the seams, probably one layer over the nail holes so it's nice and smooth, so when I glue on that insert it doesn't have any air pockets behind it. I need to cut a little piece of drywall and fit it in that corner right there where the plaster broke away. And then this is going to get trim all the way around the window. There's still an original piece of trim on top. I'll probably just use the same stuff I took off there and finish that off. The tub, of course, is in. It's plumbed and the drain's in. And then right across the front of the tub, we'll get another piece of trim between the floor and the tub with a bead of caulking across the top of that just to finish it off. But it's been a busy day. I've been just chugging away at this. The thing about it is every single thing in this room is custom cut, pretty much. Nothing's really square. I'm not using full sheets. All the dimensions and even the studs behind the sheetrock is all unconventional. It's just kind of here and there and all over the place. So that takes a lot of time to get everything cut and fit and then screwed up solid to the wall. It'll pay off when it's done. But I'm making a lot of progress and a lot of visual progress now that most of it is sheetrocked. I'll be happy when that's done, and then I'll get to the mudding, and when that's done, then it's going to come together pretty quick. I still need to do a little plumbing. I need to plumb a drain, hot and cold, and they're going to come through the floor about where this shop vac is. They used to come through the wall, but they're going to come right through the floor, right where the vanity's going. And then I need to plumb a cold water line coming up from the floor right behind that toilet flange so that I can plumb the toilet, or the drain's in, but the just a water supply for the toilet. I really am getting the desire to get it done now because the weather's starting to get decent and I want to be outside doing stuff and going camping and enjoying things instead of cooped up in this little bathroom working on stuff. But I'll get there. Hope everyone's doing well. We'll see you on the next one.